Hi, I'm Ryan, and I never thought I'd be telling this story. Growing up, it was just me and my dad. We were inseparable. Running his tech company took most of his time, but weekends, those were sacred. That changed when he married Sarah 3 years ago. Your father had a massive heart attack at the office. The call came during a business meeting. I rushed to the hospital, but I was too late. He went quickly, didn't feel much pain. The doctor's words didn't help. Ryan, I know this is hard. Sarah appeared with her kids, Emma and Jack. Her mascara was running, but something felt off about her tears. 2 days after the funeral, Sarah called a family meeting. Your father left this letter. She slid an envelope across the table. What do you mean he left a letter? My voice cracked. Just read it, Jack smirked. The letter stated Dad wanted Sarah and her kids to inherit everything. The company, the houses, everything. My hands started shaking. That's impossible. I called my best friend Mike. Dude, your dad wouldn't do that. He built that company for you. The letter looks legit, but what? The signature. Something's off. I contacted our family lawyer, Daniel. This doesn't add up, Ryan. Your father had me draft a different will just last month. What did it say? I can't discuss details without court orders, but this letter, it contradicts everything we discussed. Ryan, sweetie, Sarah cornered me at the house. Your father wanted to ensure we were taken care of. After only 3 years of marriage, he loved us. Emma chimed in from the doorway. Stay out of this, Emma. Make me step, bro. Her sweet facade cracked. Mike arrived later with takeout. I did some digging. Sarah has bankrupted 2 previous marriages. How'd you find that? Public records, bro. She's got a pattern. Daniel called that evening. Ryan, we need to meet. Your father's secretary reached out, says she has information about Sarah. What kind of information? The kind that could blow this whole inheritance letter wide open. Jack overheard me on the phone. Watch yourself, bro. Mom's got friends in high places. Is that a threat? Just friendly advice? Mike scrolled through his phone. You need to see this. Sarah's been making moves at the company already. She can't. The probate isn't even finished. Tell that to the board members she's been meeting. I stared at the letter again. Dad's last words. Or Sarah's biggest con. Something wasn't adding up, and I was going to find out what. I met Linda at a small coffee shop downtown. Her hands trembled as she pulled out a manila envelope. Your father kept meticulous records of everything, including Sarah's suspicious activities. Inside were bank statements, emails, and photos. Sarah had been draining company accounts slowly, transferring funds offshore. Look at the dates. It started right after the wedding. Does anyone else know about these? Just your father. He was building a case quietly. I drove straight to Dad's storage unit. Mike met me there. Found anything? Help me move these boxes. Behind a stack of old files, a safe. Dad's birthday. Click. Holy shit, Mike whispered. The original will, dated 2 weeks before Dad's death. Everything spelled out clearly. The company was mine. Sarah's going to flip when she sees this. My phone buzzed. Private investigator Maria. Your stepmother's got quite a history, kid. 3 previous marriages, all wealthy men, all died mysteriously. What happened to their assets? Transferred to offshore accounts. Sound familiar? Back at the office, Emma cornered me by the elevator. Mom's freaking out. She can't find some important papers. What kind of papers? Bank records, old emails. She's been tearing the house apart. Any idea why? Don't play dumb, Ryan. I know you took them. Jack appeared, cracking his knuckles. Hand over whatever you found, or things get ugly. Back off, Jack. You don't want to do this, Maria called again. Got something big. Sarah visited a document forger last week. Got it all on video. Can you prove it's related to the will? Better. Got audio of the whole conversation. She's not as smart as she thinks. Daniel reviewed everything in his office. This is more than inheritance fraud. She's been embezzling for years. What about the other husbands? I've contacted authorities in those jurisdictions. Cases are being reopened. Sarah stormed into the office, face red. Where are my documents? What documents? Don't play games. Those files were private. Like Dad's original will? Her face went white. You're making a big mistake, Ryan. No, you did. 3 times before, actually. Maria texted. Evidence package delivered to DA. Get ready. The trap was set. Now we just had to spring it. The emergency board meeting was packed. Sarah sat at the head of the table, already signing documents. As interim CEO, I'm authorizing the sale of our Asia division. Not so fast. I clicked the projector on. Security footage played. Sarah with the document forger. That's been edited. She jumped up. The original footage is with the DA. along with proof you killed my father. Linda entered with a medical report. The autopsy found trace amounts of an untraceable poison, the same one found in Sarah's private safe. You searched my safe? Sarah's face went white. After Linda saw you putting something in Dad's coffee that morning. Jack lunged across the table at me. You're lying about my mom. The tox screen doesn't lie. Neither does the security footage from Dad's office. 3 other husbands. I distributed the files. All died the same way. These are lies. Sarah ripped the papers. We have the originals. Dad suspected you. He kept everything. Maria walked in holding up a vial. Found this in her car. Same poison, same supplier. You killed him for the company? My voice shook. He was going to ruin everything. The will, he was changing it. 2 detectives entered. Perfect timing, we've got a full confession on tape. Sarah grabbed her bag, running for the door. Security blocked her. It's over, Sarah. No more rich husbands, no more murders. You don't understand the gambling debts. I needed the money. So you killed my father? Your 4th victim? The detectives cuffed Sarah. The board voted unanimously to reinstate me as CEO. Your father's legacy is safe now. Daniel patted my shoulder. Maria handed me the final toxicology report. This will ensure she never sees daylight again. Justice was coming, not just for Dad, but for all her victims. The courtroom fell silent as I took the stand. Sarah sat motionless at the defendant's table, her face ashen. Please describe the events leading to your father's death. He was building a case against her. Linda, his secretary, saw her spike his coffee that morning. The prosecutor held up the vial. This poison was found in the defendant's possession. Yes, the same one that killed my father and her previous husbands. Sarah suddenly stood up, laughing hysterically. You want the truth? Fine, they all deserved it. Weak men with their money and power. Your father was the worst, changing his will, investigating me. The courtroom erupted. Bailiffs rushed to restrain her. I should have killed you too, Ryan. You're just like him. 2 days later, Daniel called with news. Sarah attempted suicide in her cell. She left a full confession. Is she? Alive, but barely. She detailed everything. All 4 murders, the forgeries, offshore accounts. A week later, Maria brought the final report. Sarah's in the prison psychiatric ward. Doctors say she'll never recover. And the confession? Sealed the cases. Life without parole, if she survives. Back at the office, Daniel handed me the company keys. Your father's legacy is secure now. Mike brought in champagne. To justice, and to karma being a bitch. The news came 3 months later. Sarah had succeeded in her 2nd attempt. A note found in her cell read, "The poison was always meant for me too." I felt nothing but peace. Dad's legacy was secure, and his killer had chosen her own justice. Looking at his empty chair, I knew tomorrow would bring new challenges. But today it was finally over. What would you have done if you discovered that your stepmother had killed your father and stolen his will? Would you take immediate revenge or follow Ryan's path of gathering evidence for legal justice? Share your thoughts in the comments. For more thrilling revenge stories that'll keep you on the edge of your seat, hit that subscribe button. New stories every week.